One needs to only take a look at my attire to know that fall is definitely in the air. And to me, that can only mean one thing. And of course, I am talking about a smoked meatloaf. So guys, of course, my name is Tommy with Z Grills. And look, like I said on today's show, we will smoke us up a meatloaf. I'm gonna pair that along with a nice mashed potato. And also we will whip up a scratch BBQ sauce glaze. So look, man, if that interests you, let's turn our attention down to the board and show you exactly what we're working with. As always here at Z Grills, this recipe will be fully blogged out in the description, but we are going to start with a 93.7 ground beef, and we will add in all our dry ingredients first. At that point, what you want to do is you want to incorporate all that together. Once incorporated, you can add in some of your wets, and that is going to start with 2 eggs. That is a tad Worcestershire. And of course, a little bit of ketchup amongst some other wet ingredients. Remember, to get a moist meatloaf, you're going to need the milk, egg, ketchup, and diced onions in the meatloaf. A mixture are going to all work to keep the meatloaf moist and delicious. So look, what you're going to do is you're just going to incorporate all that together. And slowly add out those breadcrumbs. Like I said, you want a moist meatloaf, so you're going to have to go by feel here. You want it all to be bound together. You want it all to stick together. You do not want the meatloaf too dry. Get it out on the board and start forming your meatloaf. Look, to get smoke on the meatloaf, you definitely do not want to use a meatloaf pan. Form it like this, and you're good to go. All right, y'all, and that is it. That is all there is to making a meatloaf. Look, one little word of advice here is if you've got a pizza screen or something like this, to put the meatloaf on as you put it on a pit. That way it's just easier to maneuver, it's easier to handle that way. Look, I've got my Z Grill 700 series already fired up. We are gonna roll this baby at 250 Fahrenheit, and we are gonna take it up perfectly, man. We want that nice, moist meatloaf, and I got cherry pellets out in the hopper. So look, let's get this on the pit, and then I'll bring you guys back for a nice scratch BBQ sauce glaze. So the only thing I'd like to point out here, as anytime I am doing a meatloaf, I like to get a probe in the meatloaf so I can monitor the cook. The last thing you want is a dried out meatloaf. All right, guys, look, man, let's turn our attention back to the board. I have a scratch BBQ sauce glaze that I want to show you how to make. Again, remember, this full recipe will be blogged out in the description, so you could pick up exactly what you need and make it also. And that is going to start with some ketchup, followed out with some brown sugar. And of course, you got to have a little bit of honey. That is salt, pepper, granulated garlic going in, and we will follow that up with a couple of vinegars. All right, guys, look, and as you can probably hear, we do have some weather blowing through. No big deal, as I am covered up inside the shack, although the wind and the rain does get in here. We got our scratch BBQ sauce glaze all ready here. We will cook that down for about 5-10 minutes. We will just let the meatloaf run, and like I said, we want to take that up to 155 or so. I'll bring you guys back in about an hour. All right, guys, look, welcome back. We are coming up on 2 hours, and we are reading 145 internal on the meatloaf. Let's go in together. Let's check it out. We'll get a handheld, and if that 145 checks out, it is glaze time. So what I'm going to do here, obviously, I am going to get a pan down. I will get my little pizza tray on that pan there, and I will also remove that top grate just so it's easier for you guys to see what is happening. At that point, we will handheld it and just double check to make sure we are up and over 145. That is check. At that point, what we will do, we will start applying our glaze. And we will apply this glaze every 10-15 minutes right until the proper temp of 170 Fahrenheit is reached. And again, that is the reason for that little pizza screen or little rack right there. Just easier to maneuver the meatloaf. And don't forget to hit that back on here. Oh man, that looks good. Yeah. All right, guys, look, what we will do here is we will glaze this puppy about every 15 minutes or so. Also, I've got the pit turned up to 300. That is going to be the perfect temp to thicken up this glaze, to tack up this glaze, and to take us home. All right, you Z grillers, let's mark it 2 hours and 45 minutes. That is total cooking time, and she is reading perfectly at that 160. And I do apologize, but the rain and the storms is definitely blowing through. Let's go in together. Let's check it out. Let's get it on the board for that quick rest. Then I'll slice it open and plate it up. Come on. So right off the bat, man, I am digging the color of this meatloaf. The glaze just takes it through the roof. We will get this on the board. We will allow it to rest, and then we will cut right into it. All right, guys, look, that is about a 15-minute wait, and I am ready to slice open this bad boy, plate it up, and give it a taste test. And that and there is what I am talking about. We will get a quick slice. We will take a look at the inside. And you can see it looks like we have a little bit of a smoke ring forming. Oh, yeah. That is a nice color. Now let's plate this bad boy up. I am thinking 2 slices per. And of course we are pairing that with a buttered out mashed potatoes. Now look, you are definitely going to want to drizzle out some of that BBQ sauce glaze. You're going to want to drizzle that on the top. There's no doubt about it. Oh man, that looks good. I mean, this dish right here is definitely packed for flavor. Now, don't forget to add out your favorite vegetables. I didn't have any on hand. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. All righty, guys. Look, man, we had to work through some weather to get to this point. I do apologize for the wind, the noise, the rain that you're getting at this moment. And of course, this is my favorite part of the show. Let's go in, let's get a quick taste test and close out the show. Now, of course, that barbecue glaze I feel is key to the dish. And cheers. Look, man, what could one say? I mean, this is the perfect dish for what is happening around me right now, that is for sure. And this is something you definitely gonna wanna make. So guys, look, in closing, don't forget to use all the resources Z Grills give you. I am talking about the Facebook page, the Instagram channel, and of course the YouTube page where you are right here. And obviously everything is gonna be down below in the description as this recipe will be blogged out. So look, man, that is gonna close out. Again, my name is Tommy. I'll be showing up here once or twice a month. If there's anything you wanna see cooked, just leave it down below in the description. And until next time, we will see you soon.